No, I'm not going to stop. And I'll tell you why. Because they got all these little webinars going on today, right? What was going on when those Jews and those rabbis in the United Kingdom were trying to talk to the government about anti Semitism? What were the specific allegations of anti Semitism about which they spoke? Did it have anything to do with intentionally combining the genetic materials of people that were Jewish with people that were Irish so that the fetus could be aborted and the genetic materials could be redistributed as part of GenBank? The major investment in GenBank, where you literally get your Roth IRA started off real early, and then you mix it with some other DNA, like some indigenous folks from here and some imports from here. And then you get a nice little spectrum of like the Roth IRA taking care of all of these different accounts, including accounts that might have a high risk associated with them. You know, the ones from the banned Muslim countries. It just so happened to have a geographic spread over the planet that looks like a simulation or a encephalography of a woman's brain when she's being sexually stimulated. So that if the wrong woman tries to process the wrong transaction, it hurts. So she has to go through what? A certain level of stress testing? And how do you prove? How do you prove it's money laundering? You gotta take the Jewish cabal and you gotta invert it. Which is why all your AML shit's coded to 27. So if you got a bitch like me, that you literally fucking harvested for a fucking fetus, so you could provide the startup capital for your little Roth IRA, then every fucking time you hit the 27, I think about my murdered son. Every fucking time. And you're not ever gonna fucking acknowledge. You're never gonna fucking acknowledge you've been laundering money through me until I agree to die as a Jew and resurrect as a converted Christian. And unfortunately, the problem is you've made this a nuclear fucking energy paradigm where you murder the Jew and then he's converted to Christian and gets to resurrect. Is it that you only call out money laundering if some fucking Jew decides they don't want to convert? And literally, you either fucking convert or we're gonna off your fucking son. And your daughter better keep quiet when we touch her down there. Is that what they were talking about? Would you say it's not anti-Semitic if you haven't taken a blood test in order to prove you have the certain blood quanta to qualify as the kind of Jew that Hitler would have murdered and would have gotten you citizenship in Israel? What about the Irish? Or do I have to wait until I end up having a baby with a black person for my Irish to be qualified in any sort of civil rights case that might challenge racism, including human slavery?